thank you for coming back to the Living on Pacific Time show. I am your host, Sabrina Westerman. As I've met, see, this YouTube thing is messing me up, because it used to be we could have, you could talk for 15, 20 minutes, and, everybody kind of was caught up because everybody was watching the whole thing. But, this 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes is kind of confusing. But, welcome back. Tonight's a little bit somber tonight. This week's show is going to be a little bit somber because of Craig Ferguson's mother passed away 1st of December, and it's really hit home for me. If you want to know why I hit the first one, because otherwise it's not going to make much sense. But anyway, originally I was planning on doing a monologue on Thanksgiving, because I had a good Thanksgiving. I'm sure some of you did too. My Thanksgiving consisted of driving for 2.5 hours to relatives. My cousin, actually. This is another cousin. This is a real one. We had so much food in that house. I'm telling you, if you want to get fat, marry a Southern cook. That's the best way to get fat. Because if you can't marry a Southern cook, just stick around one. Just meet one at church and then, go home with them all the time or something. Because there was so much food at this house. It was ridiculous. We had 2 pecan pies. And I'm not talking about, a little Sara Lee pecan pie. I'm not talking about that. We had one. I'm not kidding. It was that big. It was 2. We had 2 pecan pies, and both of them were about that big. Crazy. I'm like, what is going on? 2 whole pecan pies. So, it was fun. We had 2 or 3 pumpkin pies. Which is kind of my favorite. Because, when I was a kid, my dad, which I was also talking about in the first segment, I never quite understood this, but he always called me Pumpkin. That was my nickname, which was really, really weird, considering I was blonde-headed and blue-eyed. I'm like, what exactly in me resembles a pumpkin? But I was Pumpkin. And it's, when I first found out that they had such a thing as a pecan, I'm stuck on that pecan. Trust me, the pecan was good. We brought it home. There was so much pecan pie, we had to bring it home. But we brought it home. We had brought home so much food. And they had so much food. We had so much food. It was ridiculous. I'm telling you, Americans go all out. When it comes to Thanksgiving, Americans go all out and they cook everything in the house. Well, actually, I take that back, because she had some turkey, or was it cranberry? I don't remember what it was, but she had something, and she's like, should I open the can? And I'm like, no, I think we've got enough. Thank you. Leave it for another day. Like 3 months down the road when we get all the rest of the stuff ate. But that's the way it goes. But we had a very good Thanksgiving, and but the pumpkin pie, when I was a kid, first time you have pumpkin pie when you're a baby, and I don't know what you don't know what it's called. But when I first found out what a pecan, I'm still stuck on that pecan pie. The pumpkin pie, when I found out what it was called, I thought it was pumpkin's pie. My pie. It's logical. My name is Pumpkin. That's what Daddy always calls me. If he called me Pumpkin, then that pie must be mine because it's pumpkin's pie. I didn't know it was pumpkin pie, the plant. I found out about the plant later. And that was very disappointing because I'm like, they didn't name, the plant came before me. I was named after a plant. I was named after a vegetable. But I had several nicknames. But growing up, I was also called, Dad always called me the mouse. I'm the little mouse. For the fact that I like cheese. Which is really funny because Dad, when he was, I met my grandfather a few times, and one time he was sitting in his armchair and he had cheese sitting next to him, and Dad was sitting like across the room, you know, and I was standing by him, and I couldn't go directly across. Okay, I'm very good at strategy. I went all the way, I'm not kidding, all the way around the room, snuck up behind his chair, and came on the side and stole his cheese. He went to reach for his, because you know, he was talking and talking, the big talkers, that whole family, but he was talking and he went to reach for his cheese and it was gone. So I'm apparently a mouse and a pumpkin, and for all of you out there, I hope you had a very good Thanksgiving. I did. I'm a little tore up now because I found out afterward that, well, she didn't, Mrs. Janet Ferguson did not die until the 1st of December, so, and I didn't find out until Sunday, so, you know, but I hope you all had a very good Thanksgiving, and I hope you have, and if you're not in this country and you're stuck somewhere else, happy holidays. Whatever holidays you celebrate from now till New Year's to Chinese New Year's, have a good holiday, and be good. Thank you. Good night.